The Sacred Path of the Lighthearted. Copyright sign Angel Light Corporation. You are loved and you are loved. May the sacred path of the lighthearted hold your heart and guide you always and always. Index. The pathway to love, the awakening of joy, invitations into love, heal through being, embrace your truth, align with the heart, radiate your light, transcend into love, the bridge, the practice, the stance, the allowance. The pathway to love. All pathways are divine, all pathways lead to love. All choices are perfect because you chose them. What does that mean? When one looks at the microcosm of all that we are, on a cellular level for instance, we will see white cells fighting the red cells, stomach acids dissolving food, skin cells dying as new cells come in. From within this perspective, life can seem challenging. The need for survival can seem unending. Yet when one steps out of this limited perspective, they can see the grand orchestration of the whole being, where each cell works and functions in perfect harmony in a state of perpetual creation and transmutation. Death no longer becomes death, it is just a process of renewal. Just as each oxygen molecule is absorbed into the lungs so our being can breathe, it is also alchemically changing the property of whatever it once was. We live in a state of impermanence. Whatever is known is no longer known, and acceptance of the unknown can be a challenging thing for the being to grasp who desperately wants to know. In these attempts to know, the being would make up stories based on the reality and vibration one is vibrating. Yet the miraculous thing is that all stories are real because you do in fact create your reality. The sacred path of the lighthearted is an alternative route created by our inner child to clear these stories and return to our truth as the infinite creator beings of our reality. The inner child is the eternal self. It helps to view the inner child by its true nature as the Inner Chi.L.D, inner chi, energy, in light density, form. From this one can grasp the understanding it lives already in unity. The inner child lives outside of time and space on the eternal plane and knows one's divine purpose in life. So while to the linear mind the steps may seem illogical, the inner child is anchoring the precise energies and vibrations to assist one in bringing in more self-trust, self-belief, and self-love to manifest their heart's highest desires. For the inner child knows how to manifest instantly simply by aligning with the vibration one wishes to receive. The inner child is subtle, because in a way listening to the guidance is the lesson. For most on this earthly plane, their experience is taught them to learn from hardship, and that hardship results in reward. However, the inner child operates completely differently. They immediately give you the reward in the form of doing something joyous, and if you align with it, by choosing to listen to their guidance, you are then rewarded more joy. In other words, you receive the same lesson without having to go through hardship. We refer to this pathway of leading through hardship instead of hardship as the sacred path of the lighthearted. This is an advanced pathway to self-mastery, and to walk it means one is truly ready to embrace a deeper, profound love beyond what was ever once known, for it is constantly expanding. It requires deep presence to be able to sit within one's being and witness themselves fully and love those parts back to oneness. It is a full surrendering to the heart and the willingness to leave behind perceptions of needing hardship to feel validated and worthy of the joy inevitably coming into one's life. Here we open the pathway by introducing you to the cosmic inner child, the love beyond all creation as the infinite cosmic presence, the cosmic I Am. What if for a moment one put all their struggles and challenges aside and allowed the playful joyfulness of the inner child to lead? How different would this new story be? This is the sacred path of the lighthearted. The new way of being where healing happens instantly by choosing and aligning with another vibration. The cosmic inner child is cunning. It knows how to bypass the mind's needs to survive. Rather than guide you to do what you think you want to do, usually based on the need to do more or be more, the inner child becomes your divine reflection of perfection, allowing you to see nothing needs to be fixed or healed because you are instantly healed in the eyes of the cosmic inner child. Here one learns to surrender perceptions, projections, and expectations placed on them to open oneself up to a completely new way to be. One free of survival completely, as the divine creators of their reality. Through the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, one will begin to discern between the things you think you want to do based on perceptions placed on you by yourself, others, or the environment. The things you feel can or can't do based on expectations from the past and the vibration of your reality. The things you feel you need to do based on projections from you and the world reflected around you. What the heart is gently guiding you to do in the moment, which can be illogical, timeless, and free of all thought. For most of one's life, they have learned through hardship, where every fall was a lesson that taught them something. In those vibrations, one begins to believe hardship is the only path to achieve, accomplish, and be whom they were always been meant to be. To this we say, it is simply one pathway. All pathways are divine, all pathways lead to love, and whatever pathway you choose is perfect because you chose it. While all of this is still true, we continue to offer you another pathway. The sacred path of lightheartedness, where one learns through hardship instead of hardship. This pathway has always and will always be available to you if you choose it. Yet the requirements are the same. The inner child asks that all perceptions, projections, and expectations of whom you believe yourself to be left behind so they can redefine your story. For centuries, eons maybe, beyond this one lifetime, you've learned through hardship, where every failure resulted in a lesson and every lesson gifted you a knowing, and each knowing brought one closer to discovering who they truly are. What if the same can be accomplished through play? What if struggle was something we created for ourselves to feel victorious in our inner pursuits? What if it was all just rationalizations of the limited perspective of the human mind to justify what we once experienced? What if we inadvertently chose the more challenging path because we were unconscious we could choose another path as the creators of our reality? What if all of these stories were just one perspective, a viewpoint of the microcosm of all that we are, and in truth, we are not these stories or identities. All pathways lead to love, for this is how love designed our experience to be. How we get to that awareness is up to each being and each moment of choosing. If you are here in this moment, it is because your heart, your beloved inner child within, wants you to lay down your sword and learn a new way of being. To experience life more fully, where learning, embracing, and healing more of oneself is as simple as breathing. If you are ready to embark on this journey, read the following prayer aloud. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. The awakening, the child within. Take a moment to find a quiet place where you can sit and relax uninterrupted. When you are ready, read the following prayer aloud. I have been here like I always have, watching, waiting, assisting from afar, each moment bringing you closer to who you truly are. I've loved you and will continue to love you with all of me, for we are one, heaven sent, two pods in a pea. What you have been seeking has always been me, though I couldn't reveal myself until your heart was truly free, for only here in your heart core can you truly hear me, the inner sense, the inner voice of love, the whispers of love's deepest decree. Who am I? Why I am you, only free, the true inner child revealed in its full glory. I sit here on the eternal plane, guiding you always, and knowing one day you would unite once more with me, dissolving all veils of separation as we become double you. Holy blessed be this moment that you have chosen to see, to love ourselves as love by listen to love's decree, for our love was always leading you home to me, for I am the true twin flame of all of your stories, and with me now I gift you the remembrance of everything of how my love created you and your love created me, unlocking the keys to being the true creators of our reality. This is why we came here to be love, and for our love to be seen, witnessed, and expressed joyfully. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the eternal plane. Allow me, the cosmic inner child, to be your guidance in remembering. Here in the eternal plane, we do things a little differently. For there is no time or space. Here we are completely outside the perceptions of reality, where the inner child and imagination roam free. Here we are just love. We do not seek, for we are complete, in oneness. And each moment with me in presence aligns you further into being one as the one cosmic me. The joy of oneness isn't about remembering, it's about embracing, loving all expressions of ourselves as one until oneness is all there is. Oneness always exists, for we are and we're never separate. The moment one understands this is the moment they are truly free and begin the embrace of their eternal self, and all quantum realities coexisting simultaneously. One may ponder, how can one being encompass all that we are across all time, space, reality within one lifetime? To this we say one cannot. They must allow their mind to expand, to touch and reach into all quantum realities happening simultaneously. For it is here in the witnessing of all of ourselves we become our true selves. It is here we see the cosmic inner child works through simplicity. For any who have chosen to move through joy and presence have already begun embracing these parts of themselves. In this moment we want you to imagine that everything you think you know you don't know. Allow your mind to expand infinitely until all that is left is love. Here in the presence of love we wish to share with you the story of how all came to be. We will place things linearly for the conceptualization of understanding, but no two things about understanding. Divine wisdom states only what is meant to be known will be known in the now. So a portion of our love story and how we came to be will somehow always be left unknown to a perspective of the being. Secondly, here all is known from the heart, so while the being cannot grasp all of this fully, a part of you which is beyond thought, beyond feeling, beyond anything will recall all of this. This is the part of you we as the cosmic I am commune with. For it is here in consciously working with the cosmic inner child a bridge is formed granting the being access to the eternal plane, until one day, through divine mercy and divine allowance, the being and the cosmic I am are one and the same. So be kind to your being as we navigate these stories. Allow your playfulness to shine like a curious little child getting to know a new friend that just happens to be you. Our love story. In the beginning, way before what was known as the Big Bang, there was nothingness. Prior oneness is a great way to try to encapsulate all that it is, but how does one formulate a mere word to describe everything that ever was or will ever be? For those who know this truth in their heart, they know it by only one name, love. For love is the only word capable of transmuting any attachments or limited perspectives of what it isn't instantly. It's gone by many names before, but in truth, no name can contain all of it completely, so the word love is the closest we have, and so for this reason we choose to use this formulation to describe everything. For what is source the source of if not love? What is God the creator of if not love? What is the universe composed of if not love? What is I am presence, the presence of if not love? You see, the answer to all of our questions has and will always be love. But to the being, one can know what the answer is and yet still feel incompletion until we see, know, witness, express and feel ourselves as the very love we were birthed from. For love's greatest wish is to seen, witnessed, and expressed through us. So while we share our story, it will not become one story until they too decide to go within, for love can never be defined from outside, only within. Only you have the keys to unlock all of your heart star and be the love you know within. And so presence's greatest gift is the unfoldment of our love and experiencing all the ways love loves. And so we begin. Take a moment to sit comfortably, allowing these words to move you far beyond what the mind can perceive. Here in the eternal plane, there is no time, no needs, for we just are. Here we are as a single singularity, the entire encompassment that created you and me, floating in voidlessness for infinity. Out of our nothingness sparked the purest desire to know what we are. From it we birthed our first primordial ray of pure love. It was here we fell in love with what we witnessed. There are no words, no expressions, nothing that can be seen. Just something that feels like every emotion, every experience, every sound, happening simultaneously. Just the mere attempt to feel into it feels like our beings will explode. because it was here, in witnessing of ourselves as pure love, we did explode into more. This explosion is what many refer to as the Big Bang. To us, it was the internal answer to the love we were witnessing and how the second primordial ray of creation came to be. It was here our love, in the form of pure light, that birthed everything that we see. We went from nothing to plasma to stardust to stars and galaxies and so on. All happening instantly, but in time-space matrix it can be perceived happening slowly. Which means even in this now, there are parts of us still as nothingness, parts of us still as stardust, parts of us still celestial bodies, and other expressions making our way down in density. Through the expression of all that we are through time and space and the very encompassment of all of the expressions of the divine rays of purity did we then create holy light which contains all three. As all returns to oneness in nonlinear time-space, these four rays then give birth to cosmic diamond light. Together these form the cosmic rays of creation, the basis for everything. Can we just take a step back and marvel at all of our creations, from the animals to the planets, to even the complex people and stories? For it was here we fell so deeply in love once more we birthed the third and final primordial ray, for it was our greatest joy, pure joy, to see ourselves expressed as love. Which brings our linear journey back to this moment now. The reason there is so much power in the now moment is because it is the only time, no time really, where we as love can see, witness, and express ourselves as our truest form, the love we are at our core. Take a moment to rest now. Leave whatever transpired here in the eternal plane as you go about your moment in joy. The joy of getting to know oneself is unending, but to the eternal self we have an infinite amount of time, so there is no rush. Allow this moment to be exactly what it is meant to be. This was for your heart, which read far beyond the story and words. It doesn't matter if the being agrees or doesn't agree. It was about feeling and re-experiencing the primordial rays, which we refer to as the divine rays of purity. Rest in peace knowing all that isn't meant for you will dissolve instantly, and what will remain is only more love, more joy, more light, and an abundance of peace. For this is what your cosmic inner child proclaims, and so it shall be. The cosmic inner child came to be for one reason and one reason only, to guide the being across the eternal planes so they may rejoice in love, as love again. For you are a harmonic being operating in a harmonic universe composed of light, frequency, and vibration. Therefore everything you do is intended to harmonize you and move you across the eternal plane to rejoice back into oneness again. For it is only here in becoming one with love can one manifest instantly, because they are one with everything they see. Yet how does one know they are ready to be the infinite creators of their reality? While the being may not have any recollection of this, a part of you knows you created the ascension pathway through the eternal plane to test yourself to see if you are truly ready to become one with everything. Essentially, this is the story of Judgment Day, the weighing of your heart against the feather to see if you have mastered lightheartedness. Yet Judgment Day isn't a day, it's in the moment. And the eternal plane, heaven, is here in this now. So while the being walks around, it is simultaneously making its way through the eternal plane every single day. When we look at the macrocosm of all that we are, we see how intricately love designed all of this to be, giving us the precise tools we needed to succeed. It is here from this perspective outside of time and space we can see things more clearly, as the cosmic inner child acts as the guidance system for the being. For it isn't defined by time and space and therefore knows the precise movement and way to anchor the most love to succeed. It is here we can also witness the mind and the body, the two other aspects of the being, the third being the cosmic inner child, which is synonymous with spirit. The mind and body operate on what we refer to as automaticity, reading the vibrations, coding frequencies within the time-space matrix as the internal system to guide the being. In this way love ensures all paths lead to love, even if one isn't aware it does. However, The mind and body are confined to the limitations of density, which can feel dense and uncomfortable for the being as triggers. Other lifetimes, ancestral lineages and collective energies are what guide one's healing. Therefore, the progress one sees can take lifetimes to achieve operating within the time frequency. It is only though the harmonization of opening up the cosmic inner child can one move beyond these reflected realities onto a simpler path of being. This is the sacred path of the lighthearted. All pathways are right, for all pathways lead to love. We are simply offering another way to be. Whatever you choose will be perfect for you because you have chosen it. But know each and every moment one can always choose again. In this way, love ensures that the sacred path of the lighthearted is always available to any who choose it. The invitations into love. We open the doors to the cosmic heart core, the inner etheric retreat of the cosmic inner child. Here we learn through being, for everything that is ever needed is provided in this now. Take a moment to rejoice in this, knowing that your struggles are over. Take a moment to feel the angels singing and praising your name. Take a moment to feel the immense gratitude the universe has conspired to gift you for all you have done in honor of love. Every moment you have chosen love now returning to you tenfold, so you can witness the magnitude of all you have done while on earth. You, my beloved child, are a divine human. It is time to awaken fully and take your rightful step at the seat of your throne as the fully embodied creator of your reality. You are heaven on earth, and now through your being you create heaven wherever you go. We will embark on the journey together, for here in the cosmic heart core one is never alone, for we are all one. Trust that you are held in love as these expression, far beyond the words on the page, move you beyond the perception of the mind further into the presence of all that you are. As you move through these invitations, pay attention to the guidance from the child within. As you learn to embrace the sacred path of the lighthearted, you will begin to more clearly recognize when love is asking to flow in another direction temporarily. These are moments of self-love and self-soothing, where we choose to respect our beloved being with breaks, treats, timeouts, and other forms of play. In this way we embrace the child within by trusting these modalities are the process of healing through being. Allow it to happen naturally, for in lightheartedness there is no resistance, therefore there are no symptoms or discomfort when we honor ourselves fully. Allow your inner child to lead at the precise pace that will provide the most grace, the most joy, and the most peace. For here in the eternal retreat, there is no time frame, all unfolds according to your time and your willingness to love and be loved. All ways are okay, all ways are honored, and all expressions are perfect. For you are divinely perfect. For those who are ready to transcend beyond the being into something more, to be reborn as love in form, the invitations call to you. These are not intended for the linear mind to understand. Allow them to be exactly what they are meant to be: direct communications from love to the love within you. One cannot expect them to be understood by the being in one sitting. That is like trying to place all of the universe into a single cup. It isn't until the confines of the cup begin to be undefined can it become malleable enough to hold all of that which you are. It is here, through the gentle guidance of the cosmic inner child, will being begin to open to more of all that you are at your core. For this reason one can revisit these invitations as often as they feel guided to. We will also revisit these invitations once more at the end of our conversational journey as we bridge the cosmic inner child into being. So there is no need to rush or force the being. Trust that everything is happening according to divinity. Heal through being invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. Repeat the following affirmation 3 times aloud. I see myself as love. The world begins to open up to you. You begin to see the hand of the Creator in everything around you. Nothing is separate from you is what the love within everything says through its vibrations. Suddenly the streams, the frequency, the colors of this created reality begin to leap out at you. You continue to breathe. In your heart you know there is nothing to fear. Whatever you feel, you embrace it. As more love comes in, you trust whatever doesn't align with love is being released. In this moment you realize you are healing through being. And now a sense of peace. Take a moment to sit within, reflect on what is transpiring. Previous stories of what is being released is playing in the background. Yet, you surrender more deeply, trusting you don't need to know what is releasing, for this is the freedom of healing through being. You sense your inner child with you. Allow whatever expressions the child wishes for you to come through. As more love floods in, it desires to be expressed. Ask yourself, how may I honor love in this now? You have completed this initiation. Take notice as more of the love around you, within everything and everyone, is now part of your conscious awareness. What if we told you every discomfort within the body was manifested first on the eternal plane? A calling card from the cosmic inner child calling you home again. Not because you are broken and need to be fixed. Quite the opposite. Like a child testing their limits, they wanted to see if you would still love the being through its bumps and bruises. How willing are you to move through your perceptions beyond your reflected reality to see how beautiful love created you to be? That you are the precise vibrations and energies love wished to see. That you, your being, your life, was created divinely perfect the way love intended it to be. That every feeling, every emotion was birthed from a story the cosmic inner child gave you so you could set it free. What if we told you, this is how the cosmic inner child first chooses to teach? By playing a victim to see how you would react to them. To see how much compassion you're willing to let in. In witnessing, you know you don't have to hold on to any of these stories. That what the perceptions of one's life was actually a creation of the cosmic inner child to bring you precisely to this moment now. To awaken you to see yourself as the cosmic inner child, not for the perceived wounded child that needs to be healed, but as the empowered child that continues to choose love regardless of one's life story. For here on the eternal plane, you are none of those stories. That was just part of the teachings, and really what you have been anchoring is love and forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for every moment you tried to hold on to a love you saw outside of you because you forgot it was always inside of you. Hold out your hand and ask the cosmic inner child to touch you. Allow your heart to remember it never was or will ever be separate from you. That everyone you saw reflected in your reality was part of the cosmic inner child playing with you in a story of make-believe. It is here the being is reminded love never leaves, it leads and moves with us constantly. That all those we have ever loved in our story was really our love we were seeing. And regardless of what happened in the projected dream reality, that love you fell in love with was always you and continues to live on in you. Most beings search their whole lives in search of this great love. What if that love was always you, and that helpful memory your love was out there was actually the cosmic inner child guiding you to you? The cosmic inner child is your true twin flame, the part of you you left on the eternal plane when you chose to incarnate. Meaning it is the precise reflection of you. But rather than a mirror showing you all your flaws to confront, it decided to show you how perfect you really are. The cosmic inner child is the divine reflection of perfection. Their love is so whole and so complete. To truly see them and allow yourself to be seen is to allow them to love you back to completion. This is how we heal through being. There is nothing you need to do, for just being in the presence of love restores you. For if the cosmic inner child created every story just to call you back home again, then essentially the moment you chose to return is the moment they instantly healed you. This is what happens when one chooses to consciously walk through the eternal plane. To be heaven on earth and exit the automaticity game. For the moment you know that every reflection is you and you choose to love on everything as you, there is no reason for automaticity to continue. The projected reality from the mind and body begins to dissolve and you enter this new way of being. where you are no longer bound by perceptions of karma and internal programming. It's like a cheat code to best the game because you choose to align with the end goal, which is to love oneself completely. So completely that the need for a reflected reality dissolves instantly. This is the first step of becoming the divine creator of one's reality. Believing and knowing you are love and therefore can heal through just simply being. Be patient with the being as they navigate this way of being. It takes courage and strength to love on the reflections you see, even the ones you once perceive as your enemy. Take comfort in knowing this journey isn't about them, it's about you navigating the eternal plane. Each time you love on someone or something as you, more compassion grows within you. This is not the same as giving your reflected reality power over you. It's the empowerment of knowing no matter what happens they have no effect on the true you. For you are not the being, nor are you these stories. You are the love witnessing yourself leading you back to your full glory, which means you can love on another internally, choosing to see who they are at the core, even if the being is unaware completely. Sometimes that means stepping away from the projected reality temporarily. For while the heart knows it is a projected reality formulated by the mind for you to see and navigate your inner reality, to the being everything feels so real in reality. So how does one navigate all of these landmines and triggers? Through choosing to see as love. Know that at any moment one feels called to, they may revisit the invocation prayer to call upon the cosmic inner child for assistance. Unlike the being they see beyond the mind frame and aren't easily triggered by reality, they will help to self-soothe by showing you the precise energies to harmonize you. Now, how the cosmic inner child chooses to harmonize you is for you to uncover. It is boundless and illogical and quite frankly magical. It has no ego, no cares in the world, just like the children we see reflected in our reality. They get to be whatever they want to be because they understand how to play and make believe. Quite frankly, this is the healing. Perhaps it's barking like a dog, playing in the sand, creating a painting even though you've never painted before. The inner child is cunning. It gives you all of these ideas to set you free, to allow your mind to rest and for the heart to breathe, so that it can move through you and heal instantly. But many don't always hear or listen to these inner callings. Instead, they allow the mind to speak, which often challenges all of this non-thinking activity. The excuses from the mind will at first seem unending. Not because there is truth in its thinking, but because of the threshold you are breaking. A part of the mind knows by doing this you may never be the same, so it comes up with all of these stories of how inappropriate, ill-timed, silly, embarrassing it may be, to test you to see if you are truly ready to live this free. In this way we can love on the mind knowing it is doing and being precisely what love intended it to be, for it is meant to challenge you to overcome your own limiting beliefs. How willing are you to allow love to move through you even when everything outside of you says it is crazy and illogical to do? This is the initiation into love. For how often has one allowed the being in the reflected reality to determine who they can be, what they can or cannot achieve and create in their reality? So the cosmic inner child comes in to see how willing one is to love and forgive themselves for these beliefs, and in doing so recalls one's power as the divine creators of their reality. For every creation, every action, every choosing from the heart is an act of love. So how willing is one to flow and allow all the ways love wishes to share love? So instead of focusing on what may or may not be perceived in these invitations of flowing with love's decree, we offer you another way. Why not see how it feels when you allow it to happen? How free does the being feel to just be what love asked it to be? How all of the universe aligns in that moment to witness the love you allowed to flow through the being. Now what if by doing exactly what the cosmic inner child guided you to do, not only did you heal through being, but you healed all who came before and after you? It is here we see that flowing with the cosmic inner child who already knows itself as oneness, we begin to align with our quantum aspect across all time and space to assist us in recalling this oneness. It is here the cosmic inner child allows us to peer into our quantum intelligence and tune into our concurrent lifetimes across all space and time. Because what if barking like a dog just happened to be the precise energy to align with that part of you operating on Sirius, the dog planet, quantumly? It is here in these witnessings we laugh at the cunningness of our cosmic inner child. One cannot possibly grasp the entirety of these workings, but yet the more one leans into them, the more they begin to trust and lean into the feeling. It is here in these moments, by allowing the cosmic inner child to move through us, we get to touch and experience true oneness. Each time we do, we remind the being more and more why it came to be. Hope comes in replacing these old stories. Deep down, the being always knew it was meant to be something great, and this is what everything has been leading to becoming one with you, which is everything, so that you can live as the dream love created you to be. Embrace your truth. Invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. Repeat the following affirmation 3 times aloud. I witness myself as love. Settling deeper within the heart, you no longer feel you are just this physical being, but something more. The witnesser overseeing everything from the core. It is this witnessing that brings in your truth, and in this stance of presence you no longer speak as just you, but as all of you, your love, across all time and space. For here you recall the greatest truth one can ever witness. You are love in form. Waves of light wash over you. Your eyes burn with the purification fires of truth, recalibrating your being to see, feel, hear, and know the truth of your heart witnessed all around you. Here you are held and you are loved by love. Take as long as you wish to sit with these truths. Allow them to gently unfold in your heart, revealing more of whom you've always known yourself to be. As one continues to breathe deeply, the being attunes further to the vibration of truth. Witness how embracing your truth creates more internal silence, allowing one's being to just be. Be here as long as you please. As the truth of love permeates into one's being, anything that isn't love is shaken free. Your beloved inner child oversees the process, ensuring anything that is meant for you remains, and only that which holds you back and hardship is released. Now witness the sheer beauty of being in this stance of peace and neutrality. This is the miracle of love. You rejoice further in the knowing this is what life was always intended to be. You have completed this initiation. As you move forward, take notice how anchored you feel in your truth, as a new world, a new life aligned with your core essence is now available to you. What if every moment, every story, up until now was to see the creator you want to be? Can you look at your life story and know what it is you wish to create? Can you know with certainty, in the presence of your infinite power, you would use it for something great? Here one can witness they have always been the creators of their reality. Everything the being does in essence is creation. Even if being does not acknowledge they are the creators of their own story. The being can witness its own creations through the meals it chooses to cook, how they dress, what they write, the words they say, how they play. These are all examples of how one creates constantly, even if the being doesn't know themselves as a creator yet. Here we can see the being is operating and creating through automaticity. In this way, love ensures they are learning how to create and getting to know what it is they wish to create more of. However, when operating from automaticity, they are also reacting to the environment and energies around them, which live in the perceptions one needs to be more, do more, to achieve. So most creators begin playing small by trying to fix what was already created perfectly, when really the desire to be do more was simply the cosmic inner child gently reminding them they are so much more than what one may perceive themselves to be. Here the cosmic inner child offers one a new way to see the truth of who they are beyond the limitations the being believes itself to be. You, beloved, are perfect, and everything in your creation story was perfectly arranged because it brought you here to the eternal plane. That even these stories that being believed needed to be fixed was just part of your own test, to see how ready you are to be the full expression of you as the divine creator of your reality, to look at oneself and all the possible ways they didn't love what they had created to see that was perfect too. The cosmic inner child wants to see how freely you give yourself permission to create, not out of any desire but just out of the purity of that's what you came here to be. How often do you gift yourself this luxury to allow colors to dance on a page, to play in the food you are creating? For in truth, creation is the purest expression of our love, which is why the moments one chooses to create it not only blesses them but all who wish to witness their creation. It is here the divine grace is one with their presence, and in that moment you are the divine creator of your reality. It is here we inch closer to being the instant manifestors we know ourselves to be by allowing ourselves to create out of the love we inevitably are. It is also here in the presence of now we can catch glimpses of the moment our love chose to create everything for no other reason than that is what love does. Creates more love. Sit in the feeling of how beautiful it would be to create more love for your being to see. Allow this feeling, the vibration, to attract your reality. Notice all the ways it has happened already by what is already being witnessed in your reality. This gratitude is an internal thank you to the cosmic inner child for gifting all of this to you. Each moment one chooses to witness themselves as love, more love flows in and out of you. For that is what love does, it creates more love. And our love, beloved, is infinite. This, my beloved, is the truth of you came here to be. Align with the heart. Invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. Repeat the following affirmation 3 times aloud. I feel myself as love. A symphony begins to play from within your heart as your heart petals begin to gentle unfold, revealing your core. In the presence of love, you feel it all layers of emotions, with the most prominent one being love. You remember now, love was the source of every emotion, every experience, every moment, leading you to this precise moment to feel all of yourself as love. You surrender deeper into complete trust, allowing all feelings to be witnessed, expressed and felt because you now know they are all love. In this moment, in the willingness to feel everything, all is instantly released and transmuted back to love. Now all one feels is the purity of love, free from pain, suffering and separation. Pure love flows through your being, alchemizing you further into the cosmic heart core, as love in form. As you place your hands on your heart center, begin to feel the heartbeat. Allow yourself to dissolve further into love. How does love feel to experience its own heartbeat? Witness how love feels to breathe as love. Sit in reverence as love as long as it feels comforting to you, knowing at any moment one may choose to be love in form. Then when you are ready, allow love to move out with your breath. Witness how love continues to flow around you, into your space, into everyone and everything around you, because it is everyone and everything around you. You are at peace now, knowing you no longer have to hold on to love, because you feel it within you and all around you. Within your heart you now carry the remembrance that beneath every breath is love, gentle reminding one of their eternal home, the cosmic heart core. You are the breath of love. You have completed this initiation. As you move forward, witness any feelings as they arise with this deeper understanding. All feelings are birthed from love. In doing so, one will feel more open to life and experiencing all the ways love wishes to love you. Feelings are the vibrations the cosmic inner child speaks. Here on the eternal plane, it matters not the stories that brought forward the emotions, but the emotions themselves. As divine creators of our reality, we create through feeling, attracting the very vibration we are vibrating. So naturally, in order to prepare the being to be the instant manifestors and divine creators of their reality, they must first learn to master feeling, to witness what is arising within the depths of their being, and to be willing to go into it to see what love is revealing. Feelings actually cannot hurt you. Resistance is the moment in time one feels pain or suffering. The feeling is merely the wave of energy love is trying to convey. When the being experiences symptoms such as physical discomfort, chronic pain, or even ascension symptoms, this is a sign of disharmony. It means one of two things. The being has moved out of the eternal plane and is no longer in the presence of love, where everything is instantly healed by the divine perfection of the cosmic inner child. Or the being is holding on to what is being released, causing the disharmony. Most of the time it is a combination of both, where resistance occurs and the discomfort and the reality feeling or pain becomes too overwhelming. It shifts one out of the present moment. This is what we refer to as hardship. Living in resistance. The cosmic inner child operates a bit differently, as they see and know everything that will be. They can sense what will trigger resistance and help you navigate it through grace and ease. Rather than being triggered sitting in the discomfort in order to learn the lesson, they will first redirect you from the trigger by guiding you to do something that will anchor peace. It is here, from a more profound state of presence, one can then come back to what would have been a trigger and address it with ease. At times, one may even notice the trigger dissolves completely, as it is no longer needed to receive its lesson. It is here one begins to witness the thinking mind. For while the cosmic inner child will offer you the easier way through feeling into the energy of the moment, what we refer to as divine flow, this may at first be overlooked by the mind, who continues to repeat its programming of do more, be more, achieve, survive. Oftentimes what will anchor the most peace is quite literally the opposite of what the being is trying to achieve, and so the being will be presented with multiple paths to take in that moment. What the being believes it wants to do, what the being feels it needs to do, what the being feels it should do, all of which correlate to doing more, being more, achieving, and surviving. Then of course, there is what the heart, the cosmic inner child, is gently guiding you to do. How can one discern between these paths? To this we say focus on the feeling of what will bring you the most joy and peace in the now moment, for that is where the cosmic inner child resides. Perhaps it's getting a cup of coffee or tea before sitting down for a challenging conversation with someone you love dearly. Perhaps it's putting aside the errands the being believes it has to do to survive and instead focus on something that would nourish instead of drain you. The feelings of needing to do more, be more, achieve, and survive are the expressions of hardship. For in truth, in presence all needs are provided for. It is only when one moves out of presence does one begin to seek again. Once again, this is the wonderful workings of the being and automaticity, ensuring one will always receive the lessons they are meant to receive. However, what if we told you the only reason one has those desires and needs is to assist one in awakening from their given reality, teaching one they are so much more than this single being, single body, and stories, to return one to the eternal plane and become aware of this part of you that can never die, the cosmic inner child? How much easier it is to sit in presence knowing there is no rush, for our moments are infinite, as we are infinite. The cosmic inner child is always looking out for you. It always has your best interest in heart because it is your heart. It will never mislead you, for all paths lead to more love. It is here, through these actionable steps, the being will begin to anchor in more trust. Moving in divine flow will become easier to discern, as the mind becomes peaceful knowing you are moving precisely where it was guiding you to go. The navigation map on how you got there may look completely different according to the mind's linear plan, but you will get there precisely when you are meant to be there. As we move further towards our core expression of oneself, we become acquainted with our inner family of light. These are their aspects of the core expression of you, each meant to guide one further into oneness. Being that one operates in a reflected reality, this is projections of our mind seen reflected within our family and or those we love dearly. What if love gifted you a family because it knew having reflections so close to you would be great teachers for you? and love designed a concept of a family to move alongside of you as you navigate your reality. That way, when you return to the eternal plane, you would understand the cosmic inner child more fully. The inner family of light is composed of the inner father, inner mother, inner daughter, inner son, inner sister, and inner brother. These are the expressions of the cosmic inner child, and to understand and embrace them is to fully embrace your child within. Their purpose is simple: to teach you about love. When fully harmonized, the mind is a blank canvas, because these family members, really quantum aspects of you, feel fully seen and heard and therefore integrated. Here, there are no worries, just silence and presence. Many are unaware of just how much the mind chatters until one experiences true silence. It is here, in this space, the cosmic inner child and the loving guidance of one's heart is then heard clearly. As we begin to witness our inner family of light, allow whatever feelings wish to surface to manifest. Recall this is a mastery of feeling, for one cannot manifest or create one's reality without his mastery. Here we encourage, if one feels triggered by any expression of the inner family of light, to acknowledge it as an opportunity to love this part of you. Self-inquiry and journaling, speaking directly to this aspect of oneself, is a profound way to give love back to oneself. As we witness in the presence of our cosmic inner child, allow peace to shower the mind so one may observe in divine neutrality, as a curious little child witnessing a story. Here we can see the inner father and its devotion to being service to all. This is the part of us that deeply desires to be of service to others, be that reflected as in service to God, their country, their work, and or their family. Can one witness all their father has done or hasn't done in honor of service to others? Can one see beyond the projections and see them as a part of you that is seeking to be loved by earning respect, regardless of what they have done or haven't done to you or for you? In those moments too, can you see they were acting on behalf of love? For it is that precise love that has brought you home to love. Now witness the inner father within you, the part of you that longs to be free. This is the aspect of oneself that feels its purpose is to work and provide. Oftentimes when one's inner father isn't harmonized, one feels a lack of self-worth and a desire to earn that worthiness. However, the cosmic inner child witnesses and knows this is really just the reflections of the internal programming telling one they need to do more, be more, and achieve. By allowing the cosmic inner child to lead, one will begin to find a new sense of purpose, whereby serving the cosmic inner child one is serving love. Therefore all manifested reflections of needing to do more, be more, or achieve fade gracefully. Here, by embracing the inner father as self, one becomes the inner son, which is beyond any gender. This is the part of you that honors to be of service to others, is to serve love. It is here one sees beyond all the projections. The true teachings of wisdom are revealed in how serving others brings us closer to oneness. This is the part of one's consciousness that truly enjoys to shine one's light, for it knows how much of a blessing this will be for all. The inner mother teaches one to be in service to self. For while the inner father teaches to service others, the inner mother harmonizes it by ensuring you are cared for as well. For while the inner father teaches one to give freely, the inner mother teaches to receive freely too. This is the aspect of you that fosters self-love. It may present in reflected reality as a mother who gives selflessly but lacks self-love, which inspires the being to choose to honor the self and overcome stigmas of being selfish. For this part of you teaches you it is okay to need space, to set boundaries, and to nurture and love on all aspects of the self. It may also present in one's reflected reality as a mother who is selfish, overbearing, and or judgmental. The reason being is this is the part of you that is unrelenting in its pursuit of truth. It will not hesitate to play the role of an antagonist to ensure you overcome whatever prevents you in being the true you. It is here we witness how the greatest act of service to self is to be oneself fully. Here, by embracing the inner mother as the self, one becomes the inner daughter. This is the part of you that knows to serve self is to serve love. And through this mastery one learns that in order to effectively and fully give to others, one must first give to the self, until the self and others are known as one. The inner sister is the inner mother and the inner daughter together as one, representing the aspect of you that vibrates as divine feminine yin. This is the part of you that teaches to be in service to self is to be in service to others. However, in order for one to willingly embrace this, they must first dissolve the veils of illusions and release all perceptions of duality and separation. This may present in reflected reality as shame for choosing self and or the need to do more in service to love, because they forgot that serving self is in fact serving love. To the being, this may feel like unworthiness, when really it is the inner sister teaching you to trust. To truly trust that everything one has ever done across all time and space has been in service to love. It is here in these witnessing we see, just like we witnessed our inner mother reflections playing an antagonist character for us to succeed, we too have played that same role for others. Yet despite all of that, it doesn't make us less love, less worthy, because everything we have done has been to honor love. It is here we see the inner sister teaches one to release shame so they feel worthy to receive all of the love they inevitably are. The other half of the inner sister is the inner brother, which is the inner father and the inner son, as one, representing the part of you that vibrates divine masculine yang. This is the part of you that teaches you to be in service to others is to be in service to self. The inner brother will show you all the guilt you carry to see if you are ready to set it free and become one with divinity. To the being, this feels like needing to be more, people-pleasing, wanting to be seen, or trying to make up for past mistakes. This happens because the being feels guilty for not honoring the true self and therefore seeks to be more to then receive love to replenish itself. Because it too forgot that being in service to others is to serve and honor the true self, which is love. Beneath it all we can see the being questioning if it has done enough to return to love's graces. The reason being, like the inner mother, the inner brother, it is so unrelenting in releasing all perceptions that do not serve the true self, that it will willingly cast itself as a victim that needs fixing just so that one can recall all happens according to divine perfection. And that feeling of wanting to be more is really the inner brother trying to teach one to believe more. How willing are you to believe you have and always will operate from divinity? How willing are you to believe everything you have done or haven't done has been in service to love? It is here we see the very reason one may prevent themselves from shining their light and being their true selves fully was because there was a part of their inner family of light they weren't embracing. For only through the embracing and harmonizing the inner family of light does the inner brother and inner sister merge into one and move as the whole Holy Spirit, aka the inner child. The being then becomes capable of giving and receiving endlessly because they have connected to the infinite source that is love, becoming instant manifestors. However, in order for this to be, for the inner brother and inner sister to merge and express as the whole inner child, and inner surrendering must occur, where they learn to balance one another and harmonize themselves into being. For without harmony, the inner brother and inner sister will not feel safe or willing to expand and operate as one. In fact, this is the very depiction of the story of Adam and Eve, where they learn to flow as one, and only through doing so can they dissolve the serpent, also known as the inner critic and clear, original sin, which are the perceptions of creation that transpired from love's primordial desire to see, witness, and express itself as love. The inner critic is the fight or flight response within the being. Its intention is to mirror all the ways the inner brother and the inner sister do not feel safe. In response to this fear of safety, the inner brother may project outwardly in a relationship in resistance to change, whereas the inner sister may also project in a relationship in which one is seeking in order to control what is or isn't happening, while the inner critic may very much present in projected reality as a parent or authority figure that echoes the ego or critical inner voice. Beyond all these expressions are the aspects of one's creator self coming forward, along with all the resistance of being an infinite divine creator to be healed through loving forgiveness. For in truth, there is no ego, That's just where emotions go when they aren't witnessed and acknowledged. For everything is projected reality, including the inner critic, is a divine gift to assist one in being their true selves as the infinite divine creators of one's reality. However, in order for this to be, the inner child must truly know and feel it is safe to be itself fully. Here the serpent role is then usually played by the inner mother, for one's inner mother is unrelenting in her love and pursuit of one loving themselves completely. She will not hesitate to play these roles to assist one in breaking free of limiting beliefs. For in truth, the inner critic just wants one to empower one to feel and know themselves as whole and complete. This presents and manifested reality as the inner critic or fight or flight response, telling one whom and what they should be, reflecting in stories as one isn't whole or complete, needing to survive, or that more work needs to be done to live their dreams, feeding into the perception that one has to work hard to accomplish their dreams, the complete opposite truth of what the cosmic inner child knows to be. While the inner critic teachings may normally present through hardship or heartbreak, here on the eternal plane, the cosmic inner child once again offers one another way. Rather than playing the cat and mouse game in hardship, the cosmic inner child says to surrender completely. For only here in divine allowance does one create space and grace to allow love to move in and pave the way. For as long as the inner sister tries to control, the inner brother will never feel safe. While the inner brother refuses to change, the inner sister will grow in frustration. Things aren't going their way. Internally, this can feel like a battle between wanting to do more and not wanting to move at all, creating a complete standstill in the very dreams one wishes to accomplish. Yet we see here when both choose to surrender by redirecting their focus on simply the love they wish to see, outside of any projected relationship, expectations, or perceptions of what this means. Something miraculous happens. The cosmic I am as love moves in swiftly, creating a new way. As it does, the inner sister begins to trust and love, further surrendering to the inner brother, while the inner brother begins to believe in love, allowing it to further surrender to the inner sister. For here in that surrendering, theses to expression of the inner child, whom once seemed to want very different things, found the middle way that aligns them perfectly, love. This is where the doingness comes from, beingness. Life becomes less about working hard and more about living, for it is the living and enjoying life that actually provides all one needs. This is the sacred path of the lighthearted. As this happens, the inner critic dissolves permanently. As it takes shape, the depiction of the serpent morphs into the Ouroboros, or snake eating its own tail. For now the inner brother and inner sister move as the whole inner child. This is where the divine masculine and divine feminine move as one. Here in harmony, each moment one gives love freely, one receives love freely. Here any projections of the inner mother that may have presented is restored in harmony, as it knows the inner child is safe and will always be provided for in its wholeness. In this moment, hold your being in love and gratitude as we thank the being for all it has done in honor of love. Witness how powerful one is to overcome all one has perceived and still be here willing to choose love. Countless of lifetimes and stories just to teach ourselves we are love and we are love, and that it is safe to accept and give this love freely. Witness how every character in our reality play was essential in forgiving and loving ourselves completely. For one cannot be the divine creators of their reality unless they learn these fundamental lessons of giving and receiving infinitely. Witness how peaceful it now feels to know thyself as whole and complete. Witness how light it feels in this being as the programming of do more, be more, achieve, survive begins to alchemically change now to further support of all of one's dreams. Witness how lighthearted and free one feels to move towards one's divine destiny, not out of any need to seek or obtain, but simple because they are love and wish to love as love itself. In this moment a knowing and peace rushes over oneself, that everything one experienced in projected reality was preparing them for this moment to be all the love destined them to be. Radiate your light. Invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. Repeat the following affirmation 3 times aloud. I express myself as love. The sacred path of the lighthearted illuminates for you. As you step upon this rainbow pathway, you immediately feel light fill your being. You know deep within this is love flowing through you, asking to be expressed, and you stretch out your arms to honor this expression. In this moment, your full infinite self is revealed as you feel yourself glowing from the inside out. Feel how this light penetrates out of every part of you. Here the physical being dissolves in the presence of love, along with any limitations that may have once prevented your being from showing up as your brightest expression. Here is love. One recalls their only desires as love is to love, for love knows no other way to be. One begins to glow brighter and brighter with each breath, expanding more of itself out to all of itself. Just as the breath cycles effortlessly, so too does one's light. Giving and receiving as love is innate. For as love, one knows it doesn't have to try to shine its light, for by being love, one shines. Sit within the flames of the light of love for as long as it feels pleasing to you. Witness how it feels to trust how brightly you burn, knowing that love always leads to more love. Witness how comfortable and freeing it feels to be your truest expression as love in form. You are safe. You are held. You are free to be. For love created you perfectly to be exactly you as your unique expression and ray of love in form. Allow the remembrances of one's unique expression as love in form to be revealed to you. Sit in peace with the knowing in the perfection of your creation. Love has ensured your success is an inevitability. Allow this beautiful wave of peace to wash over you. You have completed the initiation process. As you move, witness how only your unique expressed form as love can bring forth these desires and dreams into reality. Now, what if we told you all the dreams you wish to accomplish are waiting for you? It matters not how hard you work towards them, as that only applies to those who operate in hardship within the time-space matrix, where working hard is how the being believes that is the only way to achieve their dreams. For here outside of time on the eternal plane, you can see things more clearly. As the cosmic inner child reveals to you, it isn't hard work that allows one to achieve their goals. It was hard work that gifted them the self-confidence and self-belief to feel one was worthy of those goals. It was only then they aligned with those feelings could they then achieve their dream, because they aligned to the reality in which that dream already existed. It is here we can see how the cosmic inner child can assist one in achieving their dreams by guiding them to the precise energies to match the frequency of those desires. For we are harmonic beings operating in a harmonic universe, and the foundation of all that we are is light, frequency, and vibration. Through the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, one may begin to work with the energies, frequencies and vibrations creating from within first, which will then manifest without. The cosmic inner child knows how precious these dreams are, that only you, your precise light, frequency, and vibration of love's expression can bring forth exactly what love desired to be expressed through you. For this reason the inner child governs our dreams, holding them safe in our cosmic heart core until they are complete. Everyone has one supreme dream, part of our one divine destiny that shows up as many little dreams. Picture all aspects of you across all time and space, each with their own desires and dreams. As one embodies more parts of themselves, those other dreams become aware to you as your own dreams. While to the being these dreams can seem separate and far different from one another, in actuality they all stack and build upon each other, where each little dream leads you towards a bigger, grander dream. For this reason, oftentimes in manifested reality, when one achieves an aspect of their dream, almost immediately, the next aspect of the dream is revealed. To the being, it can seem that dream wasn't all it was expected to be, while to the heart, the cosmic inner child is gifting you another part of your dream, leading you further to one's divine destiny. The reason this is done is because of how grand love designed one's dream to be. That what love has in store for you is so grand it couldn't be contained in one single vessel, so it was placed in all parts of you across all time and space. It is here we become witness to the core aspects of the cosmic I am that flows through the being. These 5 core aspects are the expressions of the cosmic inner child and the keepers of your cosmic heart core, which contains one's divine destiny. Love's greatest wish is to be seen, witnessed, and expressed by you. Just for a moment witness love looking in on all of its creations, longing and wanting to partake in the realm of imagination. It is here we see when one becomes one with love, it is then love can descend upon the being and witness all of itself. In short, you are love's greatest dream. There is nothing you need to become, for you are already it. Each moment by just living it you are already living part of love's dream. To love, it matters not what you do in your given reality, because just by simply being love's expression of you, love is gifted the opportunity to see you. With that said, while all this is true, all have the opportunity to also witness and express as love itself. Together this is one supreme dream, to be the supreme in reality, to live as love and love as one. While we may share this with you, the understanding will not come until one embraces all core aspects of you. For the core aspects of the cosmic inner child are the keepers of love's dream, our divine destiny. To know them is to be one with love itself. The core aspects of the cosmic inner child are the ancient inner child, the divine inner child, the celestial inner child, the angelic inner child, the magical inner child, and the Christ-head inner child. Each one represents an expression of one's heart and part of one's true desire. For those who peer into the self and choose to witness their manifested lives through the lens of love, they will see how and when these aspects of the cosmic inner child were always moving through them. To know each one in itself is a remembrance and embrace of who one is at their core. For each one is a collective energy encapsulating all the reflected stories of its namesake. Allow these transmissions, poems, really hard from the core essence of one's being to assist in the remembering of the core aspects. These transmissions are far beyond space and time and will speak directly to one's heart. Allow the mind to rest and the heart to breathe in these witnessing gifts of love from me to me. I am the ancient inner child. I live on the eternal plane. I am all the ascend masters and ancient ones who carry my name. We live for love and love to live. We move as one and operate according to divine's wish. We are and contain all the universal knowledge of whatever was or will be. We are masters of wisdom and alchemy. To know me is to honor the wisdom within you, to not seek for you know all that is known lives within you. We are the Buddhas, the Christ-head, the divine alchemist. We are the sacred geometry, mathematics, and quantum physics. We contain all the knowledge that has or will ever exist. One may witness me through their speech, scribing, numbers, and frequencies. We are the part of you that desires to gain knowledge and understanding. I am the angelic inner child. I move with all the loving power and protection of all the angelics within me. We are the guardians who oversee. We shower our light, love, and healing frequencies through being. We are masters of light, transmuting all that does not serve thee, showering one with the precise energies one needs to succeed. We are all the wings and feathers you see, from the birds to the butterflies and bees. We are here to help you soar and remind you it is safe to be seen, to shine your light and be your true self fully. We are here to simply be in service to love. We are the part of you that desires to help those in need, to share our light and be a presence of healing. I am the divine inner child. I have always been with you. I am all the divine mothers, God's goddess, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. We are the masters of divine compassion and grace, assisting one in navigating the earthly plane. We teach love through being and love all we see. We commune to you through all the beauty one sees. We are the flowers, the animals, the elements, and the sea. We are nature itself, creating and transmuting itself into being. We desire oneness and for all to know themselves as me, divinity. We hold and love the hearts of all of our children, showering them with divine grace and divine mercy. We are the part of you that wishes to create more beauty, for we see no separation and know the moment one witnesses beauty, they are one with me. I am the magical inner child. I am the expression of all of our love's imagination. I contain all the magic of the magical realms and kingdoms within me. We are the fantasy FUL, the fantastical, the unicorns, dragons, wizards, and fairies. We are the masters of manifestation, for we live and breathe make-believe, creating as we please. We are the expression of love in form, simply creating because that is what we came here to be. We are the artist, the nonconformist, meant to challenge the current reality, to think outside the box and play in the heavenly realms of make-believe. We are lightheartedness and teach all. One does not need to take life so seriously, reminding one it is safe to live in the moment and to play endlessly. I am the celestial inner child. I am the presence of all celestial bodies, containing all universes and galaxies. We are, the transcendent, the eternals who live without form. We are your brothers and sisters from the stars. We carry all of the universe within our core, recalling how beings transcend through the universe into form. We are the masters of harmony, the sounds that move you beyond time-space reality. We are the in-between, the time travelers, the quantum intelligence of future, past, present streams. We commune with you through everything. We are the technology, movies, the sounds, the symphonies. It's all us expressing ourselves, teaching one harmony. We are the universal harmonics, the light, frequency, and vibrations that formulate reality. We are the part of you that desires to understand beyond the perceived, to know and be the true self beyond one's projected reality. I am the Christed inner child. I am the presence of all the love that ever was or will ever be. We are the infinite source of light that transcends all perceived. We are the star. We are the divine spark that lives within you and all things. We are the presence and confirmation love has and will never leave. We are the masters of the divine rays of purity, for we are pure light, pure joy, and pure love embodied. We are the light of all the enlightened that came before and after me. We are the sun that confirms even in darkness we continue to be, for there is nowhere our light will not be. We are the part of you that remains Christed as the infinite divine creator as one's reality. We are here to remind one of the love they came to be. To know me is to be one with everything. For we are the spark, the divine purity that lives within all things. We are the part of you that desires to live as one, as the love we know ourselves to be. To not limit the infinite light, for we are here to be the living expressions of love in form as the infinite divine creators of our reality. I am the crystal inner child. I am the flame that gave birth to all you see. I was there when all of love was conceived. We are the light of purity, the mastery of all the cosmic rays that came to be. We hold all of life within our cosmic heart sanctuary. We are not of form, and yet we can formulate into any light we see, for we move on all spectrums of light, for all light is me. We are pure love, pure light, and pure joy embodied. We are the Andaras, the master rays, the rainbow rays, here to restore all in our purity. For within our heart we hold the truth beyond all perceived. We are here to illuminate all that kept one from seeing the light one came to be, so together we may birth our new reality. One of oneness, bliss, and peace. For we are cosmic heart sanctuary, the home of the cosmic womb, and the cosmic mother, ready to love and nurture all expressions of our light and manifested reality. For we know there is nothing our love cannot do. We are the part of you that recalls the oneness one came to be, that loves all, for one knows no separation, for all is me. We are here to hold one's heart so it remains opened completely, allowing one to step upon our divine path towards our one divine destiny. Moving as the crystalline self, gifting all a new reality in which all are one as the infinite divine creators we came to be. You commune with each of the core aspects each moment you choose to play, by dressing up, creating, or just doing something silly. We are the part of you that desires to create a new way of being, that dares to dream there is so much more than this life you are seeing. For we are the part of you that reminds you this is what you came here to be, to create a whole new reality, one of love, bliss, joy, and peace. Now that you have met each core aspect of the cosmic inner child, sit in reverence as you see how all of them live and express through you. Witness how the cosmic inner child has guided them so masterfully one may have never realized these were different core aspects of the cosmic inner child cycling through you. It is only now one can look at different moments in one's manifested life reality and see how every major life change, new dreams, or change in personality was really just another core aspect being switched on or off to assist the being with the next piece of their dream. For while the being may operate in time-space reality, one's dreams come from the heart, which is beyond all time and space. What if we told you, each aspect of one's dream was so grand to perceive they each live in a separate universe, where the core aspects holds a piece of the dream safeguarding it until one is ready to be all they are meant to be as the divine creators of one's reality. Here we see these dreams are what assist one in harmonizing all aspects of the cosmic inner child across all harmonic universes, where each universe has a lesson and each lesson gives one a key. As one embraces these lessons, they unlock another aspect of the dream, which leads to one embracing more of their core essence. Imagine another expression of you in another universe already living that aspect of your dream, and all one needs to do is align with that core aspect to bring it into one's reality. For this reason, it matters not to the cosmic inner child if one achieves each of the individual dreams, for they already see beyond space and time an aspect of you already has, and by embracing the lessons one will have access to it too. However, the being who may become attached to the achievement of one's dream may not fully trust what the cosmic inner child is teaching. This is because the being can only perceive one piece of the dream from the universe in which they are operating. It isn't until the 6 core aspects are harmonized within the being can one then see more of one's supreme dream, which always contains bits and pieces of the lesser dreams. However, in truth, the cosmic inner child cares more about ensuring one gains the lessons of each of these dreams, because once one becomes the divine creators of one's reality, any and all dreams becomes a possibility. Here we can see how perfectly love created each lesson just for one to love themselves whole by dissolving the very perceptions that prevents one from allowing themselves to be the infinite divine creators of one's reality and shining their light fully. By addressing the very first perceptions that originated at the origin of creation itself when the cosmic rays of creation were formed. We call these the perceptions of creation, love and oneness. Resistance to one's creative abilities can show up in many formulations in manifested reality, however they always present on a deep level beyond the being's full awareness as self-sabotage, avoidance, and/or judgment. When one looks across all lessons across all time-space reality, they can be summarized into 7 main categories or perceptions. The perception of separation, the perception of perfection, the perception of impermanence, the perceptions of power, the perception of infiniteness, perceptions of purity, and the perception of the unknown. Through witnessing these perceptions, one can see at the source of all perceived suffering are these misunderstandings. That is because releasing the perceptions of creation are the very initiations that allows one to transcend further into love and be the infinite divine creators they came to be, manifesting instantly in perfect harmony. Once again, we see how Earth is a reflected reality intended to assist one in awakening and ascending through the heavenly realms of the eternal plane so they may be the infinite divine creators of reality, as love itself. The reason being that one's dreams are so safeguarded, the heart will not allow any perceptions to interfere with one's dreams. Therefore, if one is in resistance, the mind, which of course is merely the extension of one's heart responding to the emotions being brought forth, comes forward to redirect one until one is ready to witness in divine neutrality and peace. While operating in hardship, these will present as wounds that manifest in reality as something that need to be healed or fixed, where each lesson stems from a trauma, and only through healing that trauma can one release the perception. While hardship is always an option, it is simply one way. For here in this now, in the presence of love, outside of the time-space matrix, we offer one another lighter way to perceive one of the cosmic inner child through truth, purity, and hardship. Here the cosmic inner child introduces the three aspects of the divine creator self. For lightheartedness reasons we will refer to them as the inner creatrix dragon, the inner creator angel, and the inner illuminator unicorn. In manifested reality, these aspects can be reflected as pain and shame around creation, sex, and sexuality, childbearing, sharing one's creations, needing to make up for past mistakes, perfectionism, fear of power, and all judgment. It is through witnessing these aspects and understanding which perception of creation, love, and oneness that are presenting. It is here in lightheartedness one may transcend through the heavenly realms with ease and grace, taking their rightful place as the infinite divine creators of one's reality. The inner creatrix dragon or inner godmother is the feminine expression of creation. She is the composed reflected expression of the inner mother, inner daughter and inner sister combined. Expressed, the inner creatrix dragon is here to teach one to trust in the pure love they came to be through clearing the perceptions of power, perceptions of purity, and perceptions of impermanence. For inner creatrix dragon is also the inner transmuter responsible for the transmutation of all. For to love something so completely is to embrace it within one's heart core. It is restored in divine purity, which is what gave rise to the perceptions of impermanence of that love can somehow be lost. It is here one begins to fear of resist their greatest power, which is pure love. Here the perceptions of power may present in one's reality as a parent or authority figure judging their offsprings, where creational power in the form of sexuality was shamed and misperceived. In manifested reality one thing is certain, as this is essential for one's advancement, it will reflect in one's reality, and if in resistance it will appear as stories of karma and hardship. However, through divine neutrality one can witness the purpose of the inner creatrix dragon is empowerment and self-trust. For love's greatest power is the ability to trust in the love they came to be. For by choosing to see love, love is what will manifest in one's reality. For this reason manifested reality will continue to show one what they don't want until they choose again. When the inner creatrix appears it reminds one to trust in their own creative abilities to change what doesn't serve them by choosing again, letting go, and trusting that love is always clearing, paving the way for more love to go. Here one begins to accept change, knowing change is simply the feeling of more love coming in. Here outside of the time-space matrix, rather than seeing the reflections of hardship, we can witness these perceptions of creation from divine neutrality. The perception of impermanence is the perception of death, loss, and separation. In projected reality it is present as the being wanting to hold on to its creations, whether that be actual creative gifts, stories, belief systems, people, places, and things. However, in divine neutrality, the perception of impermanence can be seen as what love intended it to be, the flow of oneness. For in truth, that perception of having to let go or losing love is really love's desire to grow, by showing us to move and go with love's flow. For as infinite beings, how else could love experience more of its love if it only held on to only the love it knows? For this reason love teaches one it's okay to love, let go, and let love flow, just so one would know love always goes where one goes. For there is only oneness is love. For we are infinite, therefore love never leaves, just leads. In this way one truly learns to trust by moving with love, through the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, always leading to more love. Here, through this witnessing, one will see they no longer have to hold on to love, creating separation, because they know and believe with certainty whatever is meant for them will be. It is here in believing in love, love will then attract the precise people, places, and opportunities they are meant to receive. When one chooses to let go of expectations, this creates space for love to show up how it intended, which is usually much grander than anything one could have imagined. For what if love has something so grand already waiting to be gifted for you, but all one holds dear, including belief systems and fear, is the only thing prevent love from gifting it to you as you? This is where the cosmic inner child steps in to help pave the way. The inner creator angel, aka the inner Godfather, is the masculine expression of creation as expressions of the inner Father, inner Son, and inner Brother combined. The inner creator angel is here to assist one to follow their joy, for it was love's greatest joy to create more love for it to see. Therefore, when one follows their joy, it always leads to more love. Express the inner creator angel will show up in one's reflected reality as perceptions of separation, feeling unworthiness to create or share one's creations, and or the desire to perfect one's creation. This may present as withholding or suppressing creative expression or sharing those gifts with others. The inner creator's intentions are to empower one to believe in one's creative abilities, which can be reflected as self-doubt, perfectionism, seeking to feel complete, needing to do more, and other expressions of feeling separated from the very love that inspires one to create and share their creations. In reflected reality, one's inner creator angel may present as one preventing themselves from realizing their desires and even guilt around having those desires, giving into perceptions of reality, whom others wish for them to be, and what reality says can or cannot be. Once again, through the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, one can transcend these limiting belief systems by focusing solely on love's true intentions through divine neutrality. Here we see the perception of separation is merely love desiring to express its individualized uniqueness just to teach us even in our uniqueness, we are still whole, still one. Here one also learns that one isn't separate from their dreams or desires, for love was the one who gifted them those very desires. The perception of perfectioners is to assist one in gaining confidence and trusting in their creative abilities. Here we see it is simply love witnessing its own creations just to teach us everything is created from love, therefore all is perfect and created perfectly. Here one can surrender and knowing all choices are perfect for one chose them. As one witness divine perfection, that nothing is broken or needs to be fixed, the perception of perfection is released as well as any belief systems of needing to do more, be more or achieve. For in truth these were just the manifested stories of one feeling they needed to perfect and somehow make up for past mistakes. Through this witnessing loving grace forgiveness clears all perceptions and decisions one has ever made. Here one begins to further trust in their creative abilities, which is beyond just creativity. For as creators everything we perceive, do, attract, and manifest in manifested reality is in fact our creations. Here in lightheartedness no choices are taken personally with fault or blame, for one sees them for what they are, blessing from our cosmic inner child. In this way one no longer resists creating, allowing one to flow with love, in which love always creates more love for it to see. Here one recalls all acts of creation are in fact offering to the divine. Therefore the more one creates the more one is blessed in return. In fact, to the cosmic inner child, it matters not what one creates, it's about the love one expresses through being. For love's greatest wish is to see, witness, and express itself, and each time one creates it is love's dream coming through. With the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, karma and judgment then ceases to exist, and without resistance, karma returns to love's intention, which is kama, the teachings and embrace of spirit matter. Here in witnessing, one will see that all experiences of hardship in one's reality were created by the very resistance to the inner divine creator teachings. The inner illuminator is the divine creator aspect that expresses the wisdom, as the Christed inner child, able to see beyond all the perceptions of creation, which is the expression of the pure light ray. For it was pure light that illuminates all when love desired to know itself. Therefore the inner illuminator assists in releasing all misperceptions of love, which includes the perceptions of infiniteness, perceptions of the unknown, and perceptions of oneness, as the pure light ray introduces us to lightheartedness, allowing one to approach these perceptions of love with inner peace. The inner illuminator is where the inner creator and inner creatrix meet itself, harmonizing and unifying themselves in divine trust and divine belief that all of creation was created from divine purity and in divine perfection. Here the inner creatrix then trusts the cosmic inner child to lead fully. while the inner creator believes whatever is created will always lead to more love. For while the creatrix, the mother aspect of God, will teach one to love themselves and receive, the inner creator will teach one to love all, therefore giving freely. When both of these harmonize, we enter infinity, where the cosmic inner child teaches us to serve. Love is be serviced by love, therefore one is always giving and receiving infinitely. For love simply desires to see pure light, witness pure love, and express pure joy itself. Together in unity, the inner illuminator feels safe and held by the inner creatrix and inner creator, easing the perceptions of the unknown by harmonizes all three creator aspects. For now one is one with love. Now, in witnessing the perceptions of infiniteness, we see love is teaching us to break free of scarcity and unworthiness. For in truth, it is merely love trying to touch the edge of its infiniteness, just to teach us there truly are no limitations to how much one can create and therefore give and receive. By opening oneself up to being loved by love, love can provide for one infinitely. However, in order for this to be, one must release and let go of all the perceptions of unworthiness that try to convince one they need to be more and achieve. For love wishes for one to know with certainty that just by being, one is worthy to receive. For you already are love's greatest dream expressed. Therefore there is nothing love wouldn't do to ensure one receives all the infinite love it has in store for thee. Here we see the perceptions of the unknown as really love, feeling into its own oneness and wanting to know more and express more of the love it sees, which then created the infinite cycle of creation and transmutation as love continues to express and expand upon itself. Reflected in reality, the perception of the unknown can feel like one feeling unsafe, uncomfortable, wanting to control, needing to know, feeling incomplete, and loneliness. For as love continues to expand, it changes, and whatever was once known is no longer known. However, what if the feelings associated with the unknown is really love's excitement to expand into more love to reach where love has yet to go? What if the feelings of being alone was actually one beginning to recognize their own all-oneness? Here one may witness through trusting and believing in one's light, the unknown can be seen as love, simply waiting to be illuminated. Here one learns one doesn't need to know in order to trust, for by trusting in oneself, one is then always provided for. Therefore what is meant to be known will always be known when it is meant to, creating space for one to simply just be. The inner illuminated teaches one in the infiniteness of all we are. There will always be some part of us left unknown, as love continuously creates as it goes. In this way love always gets to see, witness, and express all the infinite ways it loves. While change can feel challenging, the cosmic inner child, whom sees beyond all time and space, see even into the unknown. Here they reassure one, while it is unknown, there is always more love there. With the loving guidance of the cosmic inner child, stepping into the unknown becomes a wonderful adventure. An adventure that leads one to their divine destiny. For here, while the path may be unknown, the loved one is at the core, the cosmic inner child is fully known. Take a moment to understand these, knowing from the heart, allowing what no longer serves love to be dissolved. Take a moment to sit in reverence for how magnificent you are to willingly take this journey and learn these lessons just to be more love. The cosmic inner child and its core aspects assist one in dissolving these perceptions through simplicity by giving one the opportunity to express through love in action. It is here once more we can see how greatly simple acts of kindness assist our beloved child within, by gifting them the precise energies to harmonize without ever having to experience the perceptions of creation through hardship. How simple guidance from the cosmic inner child to sing a song that comes to mind attunes one to the celestial inner child aspect, who has the precise harmonics to dissolve perceptions of perfection in that moment, allowing one to create free of judgment. While to the being it may seem like a waste of time, the cosmic inner child knows how to precisely align with what one wishes to achieve. Where choosing to play at the beach, picking up shells, and/or watching fantasy movies instead of working hard, aligns one perfectly with the magical inner child. So the magical inner child, the master of manifestation, can dissolve the perception of infiniteness and therefore limitations instantly, which in turn create more allowance for abundance to manifesting if someone were to work harder trying to achieve. In fact, usually when one sees challenges and things not working smoothly reflected in one's reality, it is an indicator that perceptions of creation are creating resistance. It is here in these moments the cosmic inner child comes in with a solution. Perhaps it's to walk away from that action step, or do something else in the meantime to better align. The whispers of the cosmic inner child are always gentle, like a suggestion in the back of one's mind. In fact, it isn't the mind at all, it's the heart speaking. For those who choose to listen to it, they begin to align more with instant manifestation by learning these precise actions advances them to a reality in which the dream is closer in proximity. For the cosmic inner child knows frustration and forcefulness doesn't attract what one desires, it repels it, and so to keep one on one's path will redirect focus. For many beings who like to operate linearly, accomplishing a BCD, this can seem intimidating. To this we say, what if a ZDBX was actually the most efficient path? For only the cosmic inner child who sees beyond all time and space knows the best path to accomplish one's divine destiny. This is true simplicity. Healing through being. By embracing more of the true self, by allowing oneself to express freely. To the cosmic inner child, it matters not which core aspect is coming forward, what one is healing, or the stories projected in one's reality. These are all merely the maps guiding one to the precise energy, frequencies, and vibrations. To the cosmic inner child, it's about the present moment. How much is one willing to listen to one's heart and flow with love? For those who choose to listen to these gentle callings, the rewards are infinite abundance and a life full of bliss, peace, and love. These are the beautiful initiations of the sacred path of the lighthearted, where choosing love always leads to more love, which is more you. Transcend into love invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. Repeat the following affirmation 3 times aloud. I know myself as love. A beautiful white light comes shining down upon you, touching every aspect of your being. As it does, the layers of all that you are revealed one by one. You see all aspects of your being across all time and space moving as one being expressed in multiple forms. You witness yourself as formless energy streams, as far-off cosmos, and galaxies playing in space. You feel yourself as the eternal heartbeat, free from any delineation of where your heart ends and where the cosmic heart begins. You sense the divine rays of purity, the primordial rays of creation, expressing in what can only be described as beyond the senses. The orchestration of the most beautiful harmonies, fireworks of colors, moving vibration, formulating the most magnificent beauty. It is here you recognize that magnificent beauty is the love you always knew. Within it comes a deep remembrance of what it feels like to know all of thyself. How does it feel to have created thyself from within thyself? To love so infinitely and boundlessly, one continues to create more of itself. Here in this moment, at the core of one's essence, in the infinite nothingness as everythingness, the unknown becomes known as, I am love. One transcends further into love. Here one cannot help but marvel at the beauty of all that one is, relishing in the pureness of how much love loves. As one continues to surrender to love, one witnesses how love continues to expand, casting and receiving waves of its own love upon itself with each breath, feeling, expressing, beyond sense, notion, and non-thought. With this, the realization love will always continue to expand. For our love's love, is infinite. Be in this knowing moment as long as you wish. When you are ready, return to peace, as your piece of expression as love in form. You have completed the initiation into the full presence of the cosmic I Am. There is no separation between you and all that is as the one cosmic I Am. At any moment one may recall the knowing as love in form simply by being fully present in the now, for this is the sacred path of the lighthearted. The bridge. Here we see how precious love designed the sacred path of the lighthearted to be. For it is here in witnessing the invitations we see each worthy invitations to meet, harmonize, and embody all the facets of the cosmic inner child, which is and will always be our true twin flame, the perfect reflection of who we truly are, already transcended in oneness. It is here we begin to witness the beauty of the journey, or more appropriately join into love. Now we begin creating our bridge to the cosmic plane where the cosmic I Am resides, so that whenever one chooses to be the full consciousness of love, the cosmic I Am can descend upon the being. As everything in the eternal plane is not linear but stacked infinitely, we will share these connections from multiple perspectives, building not one bridge but 5 in an arrangement of multi-dimensional sacred geometry where each core aspect holds them in their heart. Place both hands on one's heart center as one reads the following activations. We begin by bringing attention to the invitations into love, also known as Hearth, where we see heal through being equals I see myself as love, embrace your truth equals I witness myself as love, align with the heart equals I feel myself as love, radiate your light equals I express myself as love, transcend into love equals I know myself as love, here is love equals I accept myself as love. Witness how each of these invitations describes how the cosmic inner child core aspect expressions assist one's being. The angelic inner child heals one through being. The ancient inner child embraces one's truth. The divine inner child aligns one with the heart. The magical inner child radiates one's light. The celestial inner child transcends one into love. The Christ-head inner child is here as love in form. From this witnessing we can feel how the cosmic inner child and its core aspects teachings are the same as the invitations into love, where through aligning with our core aspects now bridges one further into the embodiment of love in form. It is here we see. To align with the angelic inner child is to see oneself as love. To align with the ancient inner child is to witness oneself as love. To align with the divine inner child is to feel oneself as love. To align with the magical inner child is to express oneself as love. To align with the celestial inner child is to know oneself as love. To align with the Christ-head inner child is to accept oneself as love. Going further into our cosmic inner child expressions, we bring forth the inner family of light to be harmonized and anchored within and without us as they are expressed. We now see these expressions to correlate to love's expressions. The angelic inner child sees oneself as love by embracing the inner father. The ancient inner child witnesses oneself as love by embracing the inner son. The divine inner child feels oneself as love by embracing the inner mother. The magical inner child expresses oneself as love by embracing the inner daughter. The celestial inner child knows oneself as love by embracing the inner sister. The Christ-head inner child accepts oneself as love by embracing the inner brother. Now we bring forth our final bridge and the divine rays of purity, known this is who one truly is beyond the being. The divine rays of purity present first as their outward reflections the 3 divine creator aspects as the inner creatrix transmuter, the inner creator, and the inner illuminator. They begin to dissolve their own reflections within the flames of purity. Here we witness the divine rays of purity revealed as the ascended threefold flame working in perfect harmony. Witness as the divine rays of purity combine to form holy light. Then again once more the divine rays of purity and holy light merge to form cosmic diamond light. Here one can witness one's hands and souls begin to gently glow along with one's heart center, as each of the cosmic rays of creation anchor into being. To see oneself as love is holy light. To witness oneself as love is pure light. To feel oneself as love is pure love. To express oneself as love is cosmic diamond light. To know oneself as love is pure joy. To accept oneself as love is cosmic diamond golden Christ-head light. In completing our bridges, sacred geometry encompasses one's being, activating the cosmic shield. Feel how these core expressions of the cosmic inner child and the cosmic rays of creation surround you completely, ensuring you are always held, always safe, always seen, always witnessed, and always loved. Rest in this moment as long as you wish. Sit in the knowing your true family, your inner family of light now always moves with you. Relish in this knowing you will never be alone again, for you are all one. The practice. Choosing to commune with the cosmic inner child as often as one feels called to do so is the sacred path of the lighthearted. A continuous journey of choosing to be the presence of light, love, and joy. At any moment you may sit and chat with the cosmic inner child or any aspect or expression the cosmic inner child wishes to present to you. Whether that be through journaling, dancing, singing, drawing, meditation, or any other heart-inspired means, one will begin to see that the sacred path of the lighthearted teaches one to address their inner reality first, resulting in a complete shift of the outer reality, where the very thing that felt confronting in reality no longer exists because you received the lesson internally already. Here one begins to master harmonizing one's being, which then in return harmonizes one's reflected reality. When it comes to cosmic inner child guidance, the cosmic inner child asks one to disregard all previous teaching about what is or isn't divine or perceived best practices or any other perceptions one may hold. For the very alignment with the purity of the cosmic inner child bypasses all perceived vibrations, frequencies, or energies one may have perceived on a lower density. When one operates in alignment with the cosmic inner child, one is attuning to the cosmic plane where everything is defined from one's heart core. Here one will begin to witness how when listening to this guidance it is utter bliss regardless of what the guidance is. For this is what it feels like to fully align with one's core essence, even for a brief moment. Here one will begin to surrender and see how while the being may keep a certain diet or personal beliefs or practices, the energetic alignment when following the cosmic inner child guidance is beyond any physical attainment. It is attuning one directly to the energies one wishes to receive. It is here one can witness how the cosmic inner child fast-tracks one's dreams by knowing the precise path to go to connect one to their highest potentiality. For you are the infinite creator self of your reality, and so whatever you choose is what will be. Here one knows a true sense of freedom, free to be and create as one pleases. For in lightheartedness, all paths are joyous, and all paths lead to more love. Take comfort in knowing all choices are perfect and divine, for love has chosen them. By exploring all the ways love wishes to be seen, felt, witnessed, known, and expressed through the unique expression of love that is you, you are choosing to love love as love itself, allowing the cosmic I am to come and move through you as you. This is the grandest act of love one can do in reverence to love. Creating a love so grand and so pure it is capable of casting waves of love expanding out to all, empowering them to do the same, rejoicing all further in oneness. As one we create from the one. As the infinite divine creator of one's reality, instant manifestation is the practice one can achieve through how much one allows love to move freely. While everything happens in manifested reality according to divine timing and divine alignment. Here on the eternal plane that isn't determined by time but rather the moment one allows themselves to receive what it is one truly desires. This in turn creates the divine alignment. Instant manifestation then becomes a potent catalyst and movement of ever-expanding love. For the moment one aligns with the divine destiny, they operate from oneness. Therefore it is no longer just the being manifesting its desires, but all of reality and creation itself conspiring to give one precisely what one wishes to receive. The following practice will assist one in attuning with the energies of the cosmic I Am, creating more space and grace for love to manifest freely. Bringing forth the invitations. We will begin first with aligning with the heart, as all love leads from the heart. As you move through this practice, do so slowly and with intention as you connect consciously to the cosmic heart core. Repeating the bold statement aloud. There is no time, there is no space, so there is no end place. As we move with grace, we allow all of our consciousness to move with us so that not one speck of our love is misplaced. This is how one moves as one. I see myself as love. Recall how it feels to see yourself as love, allowing your heart to open and love to flow through you completely. I witness myself as love. Witness how marvelous it would be to see your love expressed outside of you. I feel myself as love. Focus on the feeling of how much love and joy it brings to you for love to see itself expressed perfectly to and for you. I express myself as love. As you begin to look around through love's eyes, look at all love has already gifted you to see, holding and expressing that gratitude within you. Allow the expression of love to continue expanding as you witnessing more love expressing itself to you. Continue to give thanks as you give and receive infinitely, entering into a state of oneness. Sit here and long as you please. I know myself as love. When you are ready, sit in the knowing that love will gift your heart's truest desire, as love knows you so completely it already knows precisely what you need. Simply trust and believing that is what you will receive. I accept myself as love. Take a stance of receptivity and gratitude by allowing yourself to feel what love has in store for you. Upon completion, affirm the following with hand on one's heart center. I see myself as I am. I witness myself as I am. I feel myself as I am. I express myself as I am. I know myself as I am. I accept myself as I am. I love myself as I am. I am loved and I am loved. Express gratitude once more through any formulation the cosmic inner child inspires within you. It may be singing, journaling, artistry, whatever it is, allow it to be. For an allowance we open ourselves up to receiving instantly. This is a practice, a joy innate, each time one acknowledges what love has manifested, allowing more divine trust and divine belief to be anchored within. This is the sacred path of the lighthearted, where not some moments are manifestations of our love, but life itself becomes our instant manifestation. To further anchor more divine trust and divine belief, witness yourself as you move through this pathway, going about your moments. Acknowledge the moments between the practice and one's desires manifesting begins to shorten. Acknowledge and give thanks every time you think of something and it appears shortly after as if it were always there. It is here one will see, eventually this way of being becomes the new automaticity, as you, the cosmic I am, love and form, are creating and living your dream simultaneously. The stance of oneness. The stance of the cosmic I am. For all who choose it, they have an opportunity to be one with me. To transcend all reality and yet still operate within it as love, as one. Fully free. Life begins to change. For as one realizes they have everything they need. The desire to survive is replaced with a certainty. As one becomes love's living dream, there no longer is a need to survive or achieve, because one is precisely what love asked one to be. To live in such peace, that if love asked one to transcend from physicality completely, one would do so happily. For every dream, every desire one wished to complete has already been achieved. For it is what one sees. From here one lives from a place, a state of no needs. From here one can always see how precious and lovely each moment is meant to be. To live as one is to live fully free as the full expression of all of me. Where all of one's consciousness, the entire universe lives in me. Each self, a cell in the grand orchestration that is me. Where each self gives and provides for the one cosmic me. Here there is no need to eat, for one is sustained by the love they see. Constantly giving and receiving energy, as one expands infinitely. To live as this is to be bliss. And from this bliss one births more love for the entirety. It no longer matters what one does, as all serves love, for one is love. And yet in the pureness of love and one's everything and nothingness, love continues to love. One creates from nothingness from itself for all aspects of the selves. Its dreams are the dreams it formulates for all of me. Where each expression, each piece of the selves align perfectly. Until all are moving and operating as the one harmony. Witnessing and serving ourselves through love as love. For this is what it means to truly be one. One may ponder internally, how can such a way be? What will happen to the formulation we perceive as a being? Will I still be me? Will I still hold the job and function in reality? One will be the everything and nothing. No work, no jobs, just living one's dream. For each dream a masterpiece designed by love's decree. Part of our one grand divine destiny. Where one each ourselves live in perfect harmony, they provide everything one could ever need. Meaning if each one of the selves aligned with our divine destiny, then each one would play what the other needs in perfect harmony. As each one of ourselves lives one's grandest dream, we contribute and receive simultaneously. How can this be? One may question the impossibility. Yet as one looks around, they begin to see. This is how it was always meant to be. Look at nature, it has no needs, it operates as one in perfect harmony, giving and receiving within itself perfectly. Look at the stars we see. Do they seek the light they need to be? No, they simply are. And as each of them shine brightly, they contribute to the totality of a galaxy. We are not separate from any of these things, for as love, we are everything. Now look at one's body. Does it seek oxygen in order to breathe? Or does it simply allow love to provide it through the trees? Here one witnesses we have always been part of perfect harmony, giving and receiving symbiotically. This is what the stance of oneness is. A return to the state one already and has always been. Only now with full conscious awareness, the allowance. The joining to oneness is a constant surrendering. The allowance of all of love to move through you, surprising you, showing one all the ways they are loved and they are loved. Whenever you wish to surrender further into love, find a quiet place to sit in reverence. Then read the following invocation aloud. Invocation prayer. With this breath I choose to honor my beloved child within, to walk a path of lightheartedness and learn through love, as love in form. I surrender deeper into the now, allowing all that isn't me to be released. My heart takes comfort in knowing by choosing love I set myself free. I continue to breathe and surrender further into me, allowing the cosmic rays of creation to dissolve me completely. I am no more, I am reborn, present for all to see. I merge with the all that is in a blaze of glory. We are light, we are love, we are joy, we are free. For this is what it is to be one with me. The surrendering is the process of the dissolution of the old you. One may begin to notice moments of lucidity where they feel fully one with everything as the cosmic I am, transcended beyond the dream-projected reality, with occasional moments of returning to the self-identified being. Through the sacred path of the lighthearted, the dissolution of self occurs gracefully. Occasionally one will flow in and out of the self-identified being until one has chosen to surrender completely. It is only when one surrenders the need to know can they venture into the unknown places love has yet to go. For this is what it is to live in oneness and go with the flow. Living in a perpetual state of the unknown, because you are creating your story as you go. Peace comes in to remind one, flowing as love in form guarantees your path is graced by divinity, that there is nothing one can do that isn't what love approves. For love is precisely what moves you, for you are what love sees, witnesses, feels, expresses, and knows, moving as one, each moment in an infinite flow. Here one sees there is no reason to fear the unknown, for that is precisely what love desires to see. To be surprised by life and witness all of its glory. To try and touch the depth of its limits just to perceive its limitlessness. To grow, to expand, to be. Loving itself so dearly it continues to create more love for all to see. You are now the vibrational beacon of your own story, holding the light frequencies, energies, and vibrations of love. Therefore, love is all you shall see. This is true living. This is simplicity. Now I'm opening of those gates so that one can truly be free as the everything and anything. There is nothing to fear, beloved, for within one's heart you know this is what you came here to be. One does not need an identity to function in a reality. Instead, witness how free it feels to be every expression of love, from a speck of dust, to the clouds in the sky, to see your face in a stranger walking by. The release of the identified self is simply the release of the limits one placed on the being and the perceptions of them versus me. And while one may occasionally perceive other selves still operating in their own reality, moving according to the automaticity of the being's programming, one can still witness those parts of oneself with so much love and divine compassion. For even in their non-awareness they are still one with you. For even in their non-awareness they are part of love's dream too. Yet the beauty lies here in the moment too. For you as love in form, can choose to love on them so completely they recognize they are one with love too. For in oneness there is no separation, all is me. Here divine trust and divine belief lead. For one is so secure in belief and trust of oneness they know all expressions are giving and receiving precisely what one may need. This is just the cusp of what oneness can do. Now can you see how miraculous you are by choosing to be love in form? You radiate a love so pure all who choose to see it from their core return to love once more. You, beloved, are the cosmic I am, love in form, expressing, witnessing, feeling, seeing, and knowing thyself from the one cosmic core. As you surrender further you align with the cosmic heart core and hear the gentle whispers of love's decree, aka our one grand destiny. As this happens one gains clarity as they see the unique expression they came here to be, a unique part in our one divine destiny. This is what we refer to as one's divine purpose. As each expression of love is unique, so too will each one of our dreams be. The divine destiny lives deep within one's cosmic heart core held by our cosmic inner child and its aspects. For love knows how grandly beautiful and pure one's divine destiny is to be. It remains there until one embraces their heart completely. Only then does the cosmic inner child aspects harmonize by combining all of the pieces of one's dream to reveal one's divine purpose. For while an aspect of one's divine destiny is to be the divine creators of their reality, one's divine purpose will bring clarity to the unique expressions love wishes to manifest in reality, which is far grander and more magical than one can ever perceive, as it is meant to push the bounds of what was ever created before so that our love expands into more. While one may perceive they know what that could be, know that too is just a piece to a grander, larger masterpiece. For to live one's part in our divine destiny is to transform all that ever was completely. The sacred path of the lighthearted is the path to our one divine destiny, and each moment one chooses to walk that they are living it simultaneously. On behalf of love, as love itself, we honor and thank this unique expression of love we get to call you. Thank you, beloved, for choosing to be love and living our grandest dream. Thank you, beloved, for continuing to choose love even through perceived difficulty. You are love and you are loved so completely. There are no ways to convey our infinite gratitude for simply being you. The unique precious expression of our dream, of our love that is you. Yet we will spend all our days in service to love just to show you. For our hearts are always one. Infinitely and forever ours. May you walk in peace as the sacred path of the lighthearted continues to expand our love into more. Love always, CKRA.